it is looking for a server, and it'll be encoding soon. Before we get started tonight, I do want to thank everybody who showed up tonight, and everybody who has been playing in this campaign. As you know, it is going to be Laya's last session, and we are picking up 2 new players. No easy way but to say this, but I do want to give you the forewarning that this is going to be a big session, and it could potentially be campaign ending tonight.
What?
Yeah. Welcome to
the campaign. You went through
Tales.
a lot of effort. Welcome to the Ilderon Tales. You made characters. We've got 2 new ones. Anyway,
did you know it
yours
could be
in last
all
session?
your last session? Get fucked.
It's an April Fool's joke.
No.
Emmy would never joke about those kind of things. Me joking about putting E in a sarcophagus? Yes. Emmy joking about this? No.
No. I think it is good Game Master 101 to let your players know when imminent danger and important events are on the horizon. That said, I'm wondering if I give you any forewarning or if we just get started. Feels like warning enough.
I was gonna say, what other warning could you give? Also, Garrett, did you not know that this was my last session? I thought I said it.
No, you did say it, not the campaign ending part.
Yeah. Okay, so let's gently nudge this pig into the starting position. I'm going to give Hope her character sheet. Rob, you need your character sheet. And I need to kill Fake Easy that I was using to look at your sheet. Okay. All right. Let's do the thing.
Let's do the thing.
Alexa,
Let's
turn on
do
Shadow
it.
Shield. Haha! Look at that. There's brightness in my stream. Hello and welcome to the Ilderon Tales. Tonight we are playing Tales and Twists. It is our own creation. It is a everything you're going to see tonight is live storytelling, and who knows what's going to happen. If you're listening to that little preamble ramble, you know that potentially there's a lot of big stuff. This is Stars and Coins, session 25, saga 1 of their campaign. And we have a full party tonight. If you are under the age of 14 and you're watching, stop and talk to your parents, because you're going to see content that's inappropriate for you. And if you're unfamiliar with our setting, it is the world of Ilderon. It is pretty cool. Join the Discord. Don't look at the website, because the website has a lot of stuff that still needs to be updated, and I'm only one person. There's a lore document. There's a whole rule book to the game we are playing that you are just welcome to read through and learn more about the setting. We have a full party tonight. Tonight is going to be Laya's last session, and we are picking up 2 new players. Zoe and I never asked what you guys wanted to be called on stream, because I don't think I've streamed a game with you before, Coffee. How about we do that right now? Introduce yourselves to me, Tiberius and Coffee, and tell me the name you want to be called on stream, knowing that this is recorded.
Hi, I'm Zoe. You can call me Edgy Coffee or Zoe, that's fine. Tonight I'm be playing... hi, I'm Birch.
That's the whole character name. Hi, I'm Birch. First name,
Yep.
I, middle name, I'm, and last name, Birch.
Yeah, full name. But yeah, I'm very excited.
Woo!
Also nervous because I didn't know about the death thing. Fun.
Yeah. The Great Tiberius. What would you like to be called on stream? And
The Bungulator.
the Bungulator? I refuse.
Nah. Nah.
I mean, you can't just refuse someone's name like that. That's so rude.
Yeah, how dare you? This is the God-given name my parents gave me.
the Bung. Let
My
it die.
father,
Kill it if you must.
My father, Senior Bungulator himself, named me in his glory.
Wait,
But,
he's not Senior Z Bungulator? He's just Senior Bungulator and Z was added to you?
Well,
Yeah,
if you have a
the-
nickname Bungulator that you would like to be called.
Yeah, just Jordan would be fine, but
Okay.
I've been told to acknowledge there's another Jordan in this server, and I just want you to know I'm the better one. In case
The
anyone
better
asks.
Jordan.
The better Jordan, and I will be playing Ignis Asher. I don't really know what to say about him, considering I didn't know there was death in this session, but maybe you might get to know him.
Correction. It's eradication. Mass.
Oh,
Oh, just war crimes?
Eradication
Okay,
and
that's
math.
fine then.
Great.
All right.
Perfect.
Let's get started. We are going to hit it with the recap. This group is currently in the nation of Red Axe. As they have been going about things, they have found out there is a faction of Wanderkin in the nation. Red Axe is a nation that is controlled by an oppressive demon regime. The Wanderkin are trying to create enough cracks in the structure that a rebellion has space to form. The players are aiding with that goal, trying to craft a weapon to destroy the High Judge and also build a coalition that can somehow navigate this coming conflict. With that last session, our players got on a ship, leaving the city of Southcrest, headed back to their current faction's base of operations, the city of Farport. They were gifted a luxurious airship just to travel on for the night, as the town leader of Southcrest has reluctantly consigned the city-state that the players are a part of to an unfortunate siege that is going to be coming in 2 days. As a sorry and please warn them, she has let you ride on the Sunstream, one of Ilderon's greatest airships currently in existence. It is a luxury yacht, specifically for cruising around diplomats and representatives and people who Marissa is currying favor with. While aboard this ship, the party seemed to started to notice that things were very off very quickly. Specifically, there were some crew members that Marissa did not recognize, which, for how much she loves and talks about the ship and shows it off, she seems to know every inch of it. As the players investigated, they eventually found out that the ship had been commandeered by a group of Pelori people that are... I don't think they've ever told you the name of their Yondar, but as players, we have known them as the Pelori Shadow Stealers. They stole the shadows of the crew infiltrated, captured the crew, and took over the airship. And they had the sole goal of kidnapping Hope. Currently, war is imminent across Red Axe. The Wonderkin have been very effective in what they were trying to do, and the time for everyone to pick a side has come. These shadow hunters have realized that the sum total of Raster's actions have been to start a war, and have been watching him and plotted to to kidnap somebody close to him to try and ransom them back in order to convince Raster to sue for peace. As things stand, I did post in your chat, but it has never really been stated. Right now in the Axe, it is a 2 versus 2, with 2 neutral territories, with Southcrest leaning towards helping you. Currently, the burn it all down and leave everything in rubble is on the table for a very even and terrifying and prolonged fight that could claim the whole peninsula. These Pelori have given themselves the sole goal of stopping that, and are currently in contention with the players. The players, once they realized their companion was missing and Hope was kidnapped, have initiated the final countdown and Operation Recover Hope. Picking the absolute most critical place in the entire ship, in the center mass, in the center balancing and wind runes. Easy has thrown a bomb, damaging the mass and destroying the crew's ability to steer the ship. The Sunstream is currently spiraling in the air. Blades have been drawn. Chaos is reigning, and everything is going to shit. The Pelori seem to refuse to give over Hope, and the party refuses to concede if they do not. So we are going to get started, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a document because we have a ton of banners active.
Oh boy.
Yes. We have a shit ton of banners tonight because everything is spiraling out of control as this ship is swerving out of the sky below the clouds. It is Tokyo drifting in circles downwards. The crew seem to be unable to control it. The Pelori on the ship don't know what to do. Tensions are high, blades are drawn, and I'm just gonna read some banners. So I'm gonna give you a document, and I will keep track of all of your banners resolves here because a ton of them are active right now. The first, the ship is out of control. It has 25 resolve. The center mass of the ship is damaged. The main way to steer the ship is damaged. As the ship swerves, all move actions that people are taking on deck have -2 to all rolls. If you want to remove this banner, you need to stabilize the mass. The next banner, gone to shit. The plan was supposed to be plain and simple and bloodless. Things are spiraling. Everyone on the ship permanently has the improvising trait. The hostess gains +1 to all rolls. If you want to solve this banner, you need to make peace with 3 Pelori Shadow Stealers and find some way to fix this. The next banner is Powder Keg. The chance of total brutal chaos is just a spark away. If any creature takes a dangerous action, put the Bloodstained Ship banner and the Blades vs. Shadows banner into play. Resolve 3 banners in order to remove Powder Keg. The next banner, The Perfect Spies. It has 40 resolve. These Pelori don't seem to care for the Alliance. They seem to have more information than anyone else. As skilled infiltrators, they could be powerful allies. The Pelori have essential information that they will withhold from the party. To remove this banner, convince the Pelori to join the coalition. A special note of this banner, it cannot lose resolve while other banners are in play. And finally, we have Crash of the Sunstream. It has 20 resolve, and each time we advance a scene, as long as this banner is active, it is going to keep gaining resolve. The Sunstream is A. Marissa's pride and glory. The Sunstream is spiraling out of the sky. A. Marissa and Southcrest are hostile to anyone involved in crashing her airship. This banner becomes permanent at 100 resolve. Repair the ship's balancing runes to get rid of that one. There are about 1,000 things that could go wrong, and probably 1,000 more we don't even know. And maybe there's a bunch of stuff that I don't know that could go right. I think all of these problems need to be resolved. If there is any chance of this not becoming pretty horrific. That said, we got half a party downstairs, and we got half a party upstairs, and we got half a party just living her best life on a beach. And we are gonna get started with let's start with, well, actually, I'll let you all pick. We got Laya, Easy, and Krishna. We have Laya, Easy, and Krishna on the ship's deck in a standoff with the Pelori. We have Hope and our new character Ignis in the hull of the ship. And we have Birch on a nice a nice moonlit beach with the pleasant sound of ocean waves crashing in. Who would like to go first tonight? Oh man, don't answer that question. You can talk amongst yourselves about everything going on. Don't answer that question yet because my headphones are dying. I'm going to change my batteries. But you can talk amongst yourselves about shit.
Mm-hmm. So here's my premise. I feel like here are the two choices, right? Eileen's starting Hope because basically from the moment you became fake Hope, we haven't really focused on you.
Yeah, we did a little bit, but that's okay.
So I feel like that's primarily a give you time.
Mm-hmm.
But I would be inclined to say Laya, myself, and Matt and Krishna, because that feels the more frenetic, crisisy point.
Yeah.
All that Hope really knows is that there was an explosion and the ship probably isn't doing well.
Oh, absolutely.
At the very least, I'm outside of Hope's door with my light shoes on.
Oh yeah, you're downstairs, Laya. I am back, by the way.
Oh, well, then I'm even more inclined to go over there because
Hope and Laya?
I'm currently in front of the door. There's, from what I remember, 4 of the Shadow Stealers here, and I got my light shoes on.
So I'm just up top.
You are up top with Easy in the shit show.
Mm-hmm.
Easy in the shit show. That sounds like a good band.
Okay, I'm okay with starting off.
We don't want to start off with Birch? How dare you all?
I suppose the downstairs of whatever's happening. And if you want that to be Hope showing up with her guys, or me, doesn't matter either way.
Okay. We're going to swap over to Hope and Ignis. You are both in and let me get some tense music for this because that's gonna be great. And music is just for stream. I'm sorry. Hope and Ignis, you are in the bows of the ship and the cargo hold. All around you are stacked crates and supplies, and the rest of the crew. Ignis, you were beat to shit trying to do your job. Fortunately, these people took very special care not to kill anyone or seriously maim anyone. There is a nice Wonderkin in here with you, who they have identified as Hope, who has been healing you and your co-workers. Your captors have stepped outside as they are trying to discuss what to do next. You can feel the ship careening through the air, and while this ride was almost kind of like a gyroscope, like just balanced in whatever way the ship needed to turn or move, the ship as it is turning and moving is actually tilting to each side. So much so that boxes, people, things are sliding in here. What would the two of you like to do? And I think maybe we'll pick up actually on Hope. Hope was allowed to heal their wounds. I think we'd pick up on Hope finishing healing Ignis's wounds.
He also threw them a dagger.
Yes, the oakum dagger.
Yes. I'm going to give that to an NPC so I don't have to put it on Ignis's sheet.
Yeah, I was about to say, Ignis would look at the dagger and just be disgusted, not even acknowledge it.
One sec, I'm updating my sheet. Okay, I'll leave it till later. Okay.
Yeah, he's Ignis is just currently nervously shuffling cards in his hand, like like muttering. Oh, in his bound hands. Am I stupid?
They are bound, but you are not completely restrained, like tied behind your back. There have been people watching you, so it just hasn't made sense to try and break out of them.
I'm gonna look around. You said there's a gunpowder fever going on, but is that like affecting the area around here heavily?
Are you talking about the powder keg banner?
Yeah, the powder keg banner, sorry.
Yeah, it's a metaphorical powder keg. You can see your fellow crew members are rocking. One of them is biting their nails. You recognize them as Angie, the shipwright.
Right. Well, I can tell the ship is for sure going down, or at least
we know
I'm
it's not in a good
I'm feeling
way.
some tilting. So I want to like try and get out of my restraints, but I don't want to immediately try burning them away. God, now Ignis is feeling like an idiot for I was about to say scolding the dagger, but no, ignoring the dagger.
Well, your coworker buddy right next to you has the dagger.
Yeah, Ignis is gonna look over there like, hey, could you like cut any of us
Hold
free?
the binds up, yeah.
Yeah, please. He's gonna hold his hands over.
Yeah, that person's going to look and say, so that's the plan, we fight our way out of here? They took us down once.
Well, the ship is clearly crashing, so regardless of if we're fighting or not, I'd really like my hands to be free right now, so if you could just
bring
cut
him
me
here,
loose.
bring him here.
Yeah, yeah.
He is going to take the knife and just the ropes around your wrists begin to fall, and he's going to turn it around and offer you the pommel.
I'm very confused and inept.
He holds.
Does he still have restraints on his hand?
Yeah, he offers you the knife. He can't move his wrists in a way to cut his own. He offers you the knife to cut his restraints.
Ignis just looks down, looks at him, and registers quickly. Oh shit! Sorry. Yeah, and then cuts him loose. Too. Did you want the dagger back, or?
He's gonna say, yeah, they took our weapons. Let me get it.
Yeah, that's all you. I'm gonna.
Agnes is going to speak up and say, if you use that, they're gonna kill you. And he's gonna say, what do you think we should do then? All sit here and die? She's gonna look up and say, the ship isn't beyond salvageable. It just feels like a lot of the main balancing rooms got damaged.
Is the ship like sideways?
Yeah.
Okay.
The ship is at about a 60-degree angle. But it is
so we're like
slowly,
holding on for dear life.
yeah, it is slowly probably rocking back between like 60 and 80 degrees.
Okay, so it's extremely obvious that stuff has gone very wrong.
Yeah.
Balancing
That helps with
rooms.
negotiating.
Right. Any idea where those would be? And
You work
What?
on the ship.
I don't.
You would know. They're below the main deck.
Oh, right. Yeah.
In the
And-
center of the ship.
What kind of like what do we need to reactivate them? Like, do I know
You're
what
asking
kind of magic that
the
takes?
Let me-
shipwright, or you're trying to think yourself?
I guess kind of both, because at first I
Um,
was asking the shipwright, but then I realized I know that information. And by
Yeah.
realize, I mean you told me I knew that.
Yeah, so Marissa would have made sure the lady who owns the ship would have put you through a rigorous course of all of its bits and pieces. Go ahead and give me a recall check on the makeup of the Sunstream. And she will also talk and give you information.
What do I roll for a recall check?
You get the glory of your very first roll in Tales and Twists. It's your world die, which for Asher
Awesome.
is your instinct.
Awesome. Yeah.
Your biggest die.
Oh.
Oh, and it's a 7. That's uncommon knowledge. So, Asher, yes, you took the beginner's course so you want to work on the Sunstream. And you are aware there are multiple different balancing runes across the center of the ship. If one is off, they all start fighting each other, which is the reason the ship is rocking. They are all accounting for the shifting of the one and over-calibrating, under-calibrating, etc. Or not even one, who knows how many. That's common knowledge. Uncommon knowledge, there is a way to rescribe these runes built into the ship. There is a spell matrix, specifically to cast each of these runes again. It is incredibly magically taxing and expensive to do so, requiring very rare magical components that are not often left on the ship.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. And the shipwright is going to speak up and say, if I had some diamond dust and maybe the captain's spear, we could probably get it working again.
I'm gonna look around and try and see.
I'm sorry.
If there's
And she would also tell. You asked her, "Is there any way to fix Hope?"
Yeah.
You would get the common tier of information as the shipwright would explain. There's a built-in backup to fix these runes on the ship.
All right, I'm gonna talk to our captors and be like, obviously this ship is going down. I think we're gonna need these people's help. They seem like they can fix it. None of us want to be on a crashing ship.
You're opening the door. They have stepped outside.
Well, if they stepped outside, oh yeah, I'm opening the door.
You open the door. There are 4 people standing outside this door, staring down Laya.
She got light shoes.
I'm gonna give her a little wave.
Hi, Hope. Would you mind walking over here?
I don't know if they'll let me. I'll try.
They are not going to let you. As
We're friends, though.
Yeah, as Jash is gonna say, sorry, but she's our safety ticket.
Well, no, because the whole reason this place is crashing is because you tried to take her. Speaking of, unless you want to kill everyone else here, maybe you guys should go deal with that and leave her alone.
The whole reason this place is crashing is because your friend threw a fucking bomb at the mast.
How the fuck do they know that? That happened 6 seconds ago.
Yeah, that just happened.
Yeah.
People were sent down here.
This happened like no time ago.
I'm sorry. These aren't.
No, we
rounds,
also had a struggle, right?
Yeah,
like,
you guys have been fighting
even
for
if you
a
think
while.
about it in a
Okay.
Even if you think about it in a pure D&D
Whatever they know.
context, there was at least like 4-ish rounds. I know that's only 24 seconds, but like we went through the whole thing to get you free to come down here. So
Yeah. Yeah, easy
I'm
through the
gonna cut in.
bomb. You guys started fighting. You were restrained. There was a lot of back and forth talking. Krishna attacked a Shadow Stealer. And Laya broke free. After Laya broke free, she went to look for Hope.
I'm gonna cut in and say it doesn't really matter who caused it. The problem is we're all dealing with the consequences. So, do you guys know how to fix this?
The man is Jake. Jake is going to shake his head and say, "Ain't no fixin' spell runes this complicated. They're all a little Nagian."
Yeah, I don't look very little in the Gian, do I? Well, it sounds like the shipwrights that you have back behind me, I'm going to point towards the door, have a pretty good idea of how to, and we really want this fixed.
the shipwright, who is still restrained, by the way, is going to look around. When you
We're
say
out the
that.
door. She can't hear me.
Oh, you peeped your head through the door.
I peeked my head through the door. Oh, she can hear me.
Yeah. You open the door, and there are people.
I'm gonna motion behind me. Yeah. Okay.
And she's gonna look around and say, no, I can't fix this. There's nothing potent enough.
Oh, my head is like, she can fix this.
there is no diamond dust. It's
Sure.
not something we have in abundance. Jake's gonna say, so she can fix this? She shakes her head, but he looks to Hope.
Yeah, she can fix this.
He's going to look at Laya, look at Hope, and then look at the shipwright. Jake is gonna say, all right, Laris is upstairs. I'm in charge here. You two can hang out in the lounge. Find someplace comfortable to sit. You, he gestures to the lady, with me. She's going to look around and say, I'm telling you, there's nothing strong enough on this ship. He is going to walk in and grab her bindings, and she's going to come to her feet and start walking with him.
Are there any substitutes for that diamond dust you mentioned?
She's gonna say, yeah, okium, but we don't have any of that. Ash vein from a powerful demon would work. And
I got that.
you have an ash vein bar? The ash vein.
Okium, the dagger.
You're gonna give her the dagger?
That's being lent. I mean, well, she already has the dagger.
He has the dagger, the one in her hand.
No, she does not. The mercenary has it.
Well, okay, we can go break the
Mercenary.
dagger.
Yeah, just like that guy over there. That guy has the okium dagger.
That guy with the green skin and the crystals, he has the dagger.
No. It was the guy next to me.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
You take the dagger.
He's going to look the dagger over and say, "Oh, great, here." She's gonna say, "I need shavings. Dust. Can somebody break it? Shave it.
There's a really
file
strong
it."
man upstairs.
She's going to hold the dagger and say, "Okay, this might work. Okium's really unstable."
I thought your life depends on it.
Mm-hmm. Hope, give
Yep.
me a recall check. You're trying to get to uncommon knowledge.
What is a recall check? Story?
World.
Oh no.
I thought it was expertise.
Ooh.
I'm not good at recall.
It is world. Hope. You
I hope this
do.
okium works.
Yeah, you do have a ash vein ingot. But
What?
sadly you left it on the boat.
Oh, that's what. Okay, I was wondering if that shard is what you're talking about. Okay.
That said,
I don't think that Hope knew that it was ash vein, so never mind. It doesn't matter. We're going
well,
to-
that's what I'm saying. You hit common knowledge.
Yeah.
All right. That said,
Even if I did know, I don't know if I would offer it up here.
We kind of need it for the whole quest.
Yeah, I'd rather offer up the okium dagger regardless. You know I'm gonna miss that dagger, and I'm gonna piss off some people.
she is going to take the bar upstairs, led by Led by Jake. Jake is going to... Oh, I'm sorry, I said Jake. Vake is the other guard here. Jace is the one that Hope made friends with.
They were surprisingly chill with the shipwrights having a dagger. But anyway.
Yeah. What is it gonna do?
Say that again?
Hope said they're surprisingly okay with that. I'm like, what's the dagger going to do to them?
That's fair.
How close on them?
Jace is going to look back and say, let them all sit out in the lounge for now. If we crash, might as well be comfortable.
I haven't seen the lounge yet.
Oh, upgrade!
All right, down here, the 3 remaining Shadow Stealers are going to gesture to the crew. Say, all right, one at a time up the stairs and into the lounge. The crew begins to file out of the cargo hold.
I think as whatever situation is happening upstairs isn't going to be resolved if we don't have Hope. So let me just bring her up there. It doesn't really matter where she is on the ship so long as you guys are here.
Do I need to run that by Laris? Laris is upstairs. Well, Jake is fixing the... I'm in charge. Tana, you watch the sailors. You two with me. Tana's gonna look around and say, "Wait, what?"
Hi, Tana.
Hi,
Just
Tana.
grab his hand and start walking.
Fucking shit. God, it's supposed to be out of here. The man in front of you keeps muttering as he is leading you upstairs. We will come back to you two. And Krishna,
The dream team together
Oh,
again.
God.
easy.
Not for the other.
What are or
I'm currently bound in shadows.
yeah, or do I want to go to Birch? I'm just evens odds it.
Let's go to Birch.
Birch.
Cuts are completely different. Hi, yes, that's me.
Why don't you give us a description of Birch as she is walking across this beach on the this moonlit beach. It is a beautiful and perfect night. Not a cloud in the sky. The whole outer sea stretching before you. The little boat you've been living in for the past day or so, pleasantly moored at shore. What's Birch up to?
Yeah, Birch is a feminine figure made of birchwood, unsurprisingly, and this glowing green eyes and spindly limbs. And she has hair that goes all the way down to her thighs, but if you look closely, the hair is actually made of golden leaves. I fully just think she's just enjoying her time. She's just straight up having a great time right now. And she's just walking, enjoying the feeling of the sand on her feet, because she's just barefoot everywhere she goes. Yeah, she's just kind of yeah, she just enjoyed her time. She's walking along the beach, kind of just
Okay.
Picking up seashells.
As you get back closer to your temporary home, what attracted you here to this place was this very weak sense of walk water essence of what dryads like you normally attempt to cultivate. Here, there was a walkwood craft. These are things made out of trees from the walkwater wilds that grow with emotion. They stay connected in the walkwater wilds, even when here in Ilderon they are cut apart. That faint magic was comforting to you, and it was nice. But as you come back to your home, it is absolutely like near overwhelming, the amount of natural magic that has been invested here. It's like the sea itself breathed life into here. There are vines and plants, blossoming flowers, limbs and branches growing not only off of the walkwood craft that was built into this boat, but the entire boat itself. It is significantly more magical since the last time you were here.
Kind of stops and kind of like runs her hand along the side of the boat a little bit, kind of just like trying to feel it a little, and kind of before kind of starting to climb up on board to see what's changed.
All of the supplies of whoever abandoned this boat are still here. There are pouches of there are bags of food, dried rations sealed in a container, fishing gear, oars and equipment fastened at the side of this ship, a barrel of clean water. Curiously, since the last time you were here, I think the only thing that changed is a tiny cursed ingot. It's not tiny. It is about the size of, about twice the length of your hand. I forgot where Hope sat it down at, but I'm gonna say the bed inside the little
Pretty
cabin.
sure Hope just walked in and threw it somewhere. I don't think Hope really cared.
Yeah, I'll say it's on the floor then, next to one of the barrels.
Hope does not understand the significance of this rock.
Yeah, I imagine she kind of like looks down at it and kind of tilts her head a little, very curiously, and kind of with her long spindly arm kind of like reaches down to grab it.
Okay. It is nearly. It is very difficult to notice. Originally, in terms of like what type of essence this is cursed with, I would say if this magic kind of has a color in terms of like how it feels. I'm sorry. Hi, I have synesthesia. I feel pain in colors. As you touch this magic, it's almost what's the word? Camouflage, covered, blending into the magic of the ship. If the ship is this just bright, vibrant magic that you feel, this is of the same. This is like if the ship is like this bright green, vibrant magic. This is like a muted green. It's in that same area as the ship, but it pulls in the opposite direction. You can roll me a recall check before I tell you what happens if you so desire.
No, I don't think she's really that curious on it. I think she's literally just like looking at it. Like I don't even think she's like thinking about what it is.
Okay. And I'm not.
She's literally just
I'm not going to make you roll for anything in terms of like understanding the boat and now this ingot's magic. Why they are on the same wavelength. This I would say from your presence in the walk or your time in the Walkwater Wilds, your ability of just being around things that constantly feed on emotions, you're aware the Walkwood door here feeds on desperation. This ingot has something to do with desperation too, although you are not quite sure what.
Is this a dumb idea? That is the question, isn't it? She doesn't care because she doesn't care about her own self-worth. She kind of says, I wonder, and I think I would like to use see what would happen if I tried to use my necromancy magic on it. I want to see what happens.
Okay, in what sense?
Great idea. I think she literally, because I've been imagining like, because you take an injury whenever you use your necromancy magic, right?
No,
so
no,
I imagine
you take an injury to charge it.
Charge.
Yes,
that makes sense.
You have 3 charges right now, so essentially you have put some of your life force into something that you can impart away. If you want to try and charge this with your life force, by all means, I'm totally cool with that.
I think that's exactly what she does. Yeah.
Okay. You'll also notice because the tree or the ship is a grove that you heal extremely quickly here. So if you did want to recharge, this is a great place to do so.
Yeah. Go ahead and take one minor injury, as you focus on this ingot and you infuse it with a bit of your own life essence. Your necromancy track will go up, but I'm going to say you're at 4 while you're holding this ingot, because it is essentially one of your 4 things. And I would say that you're not going to be able to get to... like, you can't just put this down and come back to it later. Like, this is forever one of your 4 until you use the life force out of it. I think you charge it with your own life force, and you feel connected. You feel adverse to letting this go or letting it out of your sight. And in whatever sense that an ingot can, you feel like the ingot liked that.
Oh. Huh. And it kind of turns it around in her head a little bit. She kind of glances at the door, and I think like she's gonna see if she can just what she did to put her life essence in is that I think what she usually does is that she clips her fingers, the tips of her fingers off, and it's just like sap. So it's just like covered in sap. And she kind of like looks, and I think she's gonna walk over to the door.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she's literally just gonna be like, "Could you open?" And she's gonna she's gonna try to use the ingot to try to open the door.
Interesting. You know what? I think this is a success, regardless. I am going to ask for a contested. I'm going to ask for a contested reason check.
Sure.
And I'm going to give you a number to beat, and I want to see if you get a great success. If you beat 4 by 5 or more, you are going to get a great success, which alters this.
So that is a story die, correct?
Yes.
Wow, that's my best one. Crazy.
3. 7, but you beat it by 3, so it's not a great success, but it is still a success. And you are going to feel that if you keep feeding this ingot your life force, it is very happy to oblige with acts of manifesting bits of power. It can synthesize desperation for a moment, and you feel this overwhelming, just totally overwhelming urge. And give me a contest check to pour more life force into this ingot.
Sure.
You're trying to beat an 8, by the way. Oh, that is a great failure. So that actually, I think you're going to have a blast with this with this ingot, as it wants more of that life force. And happy to oblige, you can fill your necromancy track.
I would love to do that.
Unfortunately, the life force doesn't stick in here permanently. I'll give you 5 uses of essentially you can kind of overcharge your other items. So your necromancy track will be at 5, and give me 2 injuries, and all of that energy that you are invested into this ingot, you feel it kind of sap away to someplace. And then, in response to your overwhelming, torrent of desperation, the door is going to grow for a short duration. The door is usable. It needed desperation in order to open, and you can open it.
Yeah, I think. Does she still feel compelled to hold the ingot?
Yes.
Yeah, I figured. This is it, guys. This is Birch's character. She just puts her hand. She puts her hand in the saw trap, and she's like, "Oh, fun!" She will walk through.
All right. We'll come back to you.
Oh boy.
The lounge is getting very interesting.
Yeah, can't wait to get back there.
I was about to spit a tree out.
All right. Easy.
All right, up to the deck.
Krishna. You all are in. You both are in a standstill with these shadow stealers. I think if when you get free, what are you each trying to do?
Resist my urge to punch.
You can punch.
No, I'm resisting my urge to punch.
Okay.
There's a method to this madness.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, where am I at exactly when I get free?
Well, I think what I was going to do was a cinematic kind of narrative, but as you if you keep trying to get close to Laris and Garrus, neither one of them want you near, and Laris is just gonna say, "Let us think," as she keeps pushing you back with your own shadow, and I'm gonna say you do get free as she pushes you back. Yeah, I'm telling you where you're at. She pushes you back.
I'm sorry, that wasn't me being like, "Can I talk?" Like it was my. Does Easy have the ability to speak?
Yes.
Sorry,
she's going to shove you back. You are within close of her, and they have let these sailors come to and try to hold the stern together.
Oh wait, so I've seen the shipwright and stuff?
That is about to happen. You have been shoved back. You can anime slide. 2 legs, hand down to the ground. You are ready for the charge again. You might have better odds this time. What do you want to do? Krishna is thrown next to you. Krishna, you can do a cool flip, catch yourself, and you land next to Easy.
Do you dumbasses even know how to fix a magical mast?
Eris is gonna say, "No, the fuck I don't."
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. You commit an act of terrorism, and you actually manage to find people who don't know what they're doing. It's a great day for me to be good at my job.
That was your only job.
And Laris is gonna say, "Hey, we can just give up, try and get as much of the town out, leave while we can." He's gonna say, "How do we get off the ship, genius?"
You need the people that work on this ship probably beat up so you can steal their shadows, and it's probably where Hope is, so you can show me that Hope's okay, and then I can help you, because best I can do is flex my muscles, hold this mast, maybe see if the juice Mount Motamalima sit through my veins keeps it stable enough for you to get an actual technician.
Yeah, because we don't want to fight. We just want our.
I mean, I want to fight, but I'd rather get this thing stable than throw you off of it. So priorities.
Yeah. Laris is gonna look towards you and say, "There was a shipwright downstairs." Yeah. Go get the shipwright and let's find out what in the bridge we can do here. If we can land this, we're out of here. She's gonna say, "Right."
Anyways, where's this mast? Easy wants to assess the damage he did.
Easy, you have so there was a rune here next to the mast that was creating gust of wind and sending it up into the sails and pushing the ship. There are 2 other identical runes on the deck. They are still puffing. The rune you were standing on near is not. The floor is broken. The base that was holding the mast in place is fractured, and as the mast has started to lean against it, it is careened in and broken platforms. Or not platforms, planks underneath. You can see this entire ship in areas that aren't the luxury quarters are laced in who knows what any of these spell runes do. But you have damaged several at the center of the ship.
I know magic. Kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I took a correspondence course.
Go ahead.
Can I basically do magical triage and figure out if there's something, even if it's not a fix, some amount of band-aiding?
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I actually like that. How about you give me a arcane recall check?
Okay. Recall checks are basic actions. Recall. World die.
So I just want to make sure I'm remembering things. So they're against the High Judge, correct?
These people, yes.
Yeah.
They do not want the war to come. The 2nd Regiment is going to likely kill their families fighting the... Well, you don't... The 2nd Regiment is going to kill their families. You don't know why they know that. Technically a 10? Oh, that's fucking great! Excuse my vulgar language tonight. I'm sorry, I'm on a high. Easy.
Me too, gang.
You are going to look at this. The way these spell relays work is that a lot of these are casting a single spell or a magical effect that then is triggering other things to trigger other things to trigger other things. You have broken a link in the most important chain. If you can turn off those other 2 runes that are blowing gust, then you might be able to drift to get the ship to stop spiraling.
Is there any downside to doing that? Like,
downside? Well, I think you rolled high enough that you would know that I would say if we're talking about just like spell triggers, a lot of these are when this rune turns on, then the pulse goes down the line and turns these other ones on, and the rune that you need, the rune never turned off. You destroyed it essentially while it was like mid-process. Is there a detriment to turning off these other 2? I would say at this point, if there is any detriment, it's not as bad as spiraling out of control.
So basically, point being is like, yeah, your hand might get burned because you have to like literally punch like the burner off your stove, but it's no longer actively on fire.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So then the follow-up question is like, okay, is there an off button? Like, do I know how? Would I understand how to turn that off, or is that like, okay, now I have a great question for IT?
All of these runes are arcane. You can try and I would say for easy, this would be kind of like bomb defusal. If you can't siphon the magic out of here, then you can try taking off critical pieces of these runes without the entire rune going haywire.
I guess as a follow-up question, because they might be fetching the ship right. Am I aware that maybe
I have scene as soon as you're done thinking?
Well, because I was gonna say, am I aware that maybe this might be beyond repair? So I just need to get working.
Yeah, easy. These things are not easy to
yeah.
These things are not simple to make. They need to be self-sustained for very long periods of time, and they require, these aren't just spells, these require physical reagents as part of the process to permanently inscribe it to keep casting. Things incredibly rare and potent in this world that are few and far between.
You mentioned siphoning. Is there... Basically, here's I'm gonna phrase it as what I was thinking, as opposed to like the philosophical question. Can I do that thing where you like grab the two ends of the wires and just act as like a conductor? Can I like basically just be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get zapped by magic?
Oh yeah, you can totally unsafely turn all of these off. That's not a problem. Safely turning them off is a problem.
I don't know if I have the finesse necessary.
Yeah, if you want to,
I would rather try to safely do it.
Yeah, if you want to stop the bomb from ticking and you don't care if it blows up, then you just start cutting wires.
No, I care if it blows up. In this particular moment, I care that it blows up.
Okay, that's fair. There are
Is that
ways...
a thing that just takes time? Yeah, so I guess my question is, like, what does the action look like?
Yeah, you'd be making a try it action on these. There are ways within the system to remove traits from things. There are abilities that can nullify certain traits temporarily or remove them for a while. Essentially, if you can get rid of the arcane trait on any of these, then they would basically not have the juice to function.
I'm going to ask one more question in a sort of meta context, because you said you would narrate that scene. Can I hear people approaching?
Yeah, sure. And Laris goes down to get the shipwright, and Jace is going to come up on deck with the shipwright. He's going to say, "Hey, this one said we can fix the ship. I said we have a chance of fixing the ship. She needs somebody to break this dagger. The hostage said hostage's friend said somebody strong was up here. Gonna say, you're talking about the brute with the maul?" They point towards Easy, who's currently looking over the rooms, like a scholar.
Who's currently hotwiring her car.
Yeah.
And Easy would recognize the dagger.
Yeah, it's Hope's dagger. She's going to say, I don't really want to... There are a set of backup matrices that can rescribe these runes on the ship if we power them. This is the only thing on the ship people had that might be powerful. I don't want to use Okium because it's incredibly unstable, but...
Hey! You guys gonna talk? You guys gonna help?
Jace is going to point towards you and your maul. And she will bring it over. Easy. She is asking you to shatter this. Dagger. She needs filings, and she ain't got nothing.
Well, well, you said filings, right? I mean, does shattering really work? I feel like I gotta sit here and I gotta, like, almost use my maul as a whetstone.
If you have the ability, well, what's the quality of your maul?
I don't know.
Your maul is currently good, and Hope.
Yep.
This dagger is exceptional.
It is.
Easy, your maul is... You
incredible.
will be able to shatter this if you keep striking it. If you try...
Your maul might break.
Yeah, if you... Well, no, it's not going to break. If you try to, like, shave against this dagger, the dagger is just... I mean, Galiter, the one who gave Hope this weapon, collects the finest things. The dagger is just too well crafted to do anything meaningful to it that way. The dagger could shave other things.
Yeah, but I don't have another Okium dagger.
You do not.
Well, wait, couldn't you...
So wait, am I realizing that I'm at an impasse? That, like, yeah, I could probably sit here and hammer this thing, but...
Yeah, you can break it. I will let you do a try it action to file it.
I would mostly say, my thought process was like, oh, you only need shavings. Like, that was like a more economical use of my time. And I feel like what you're telling me is actually, that's not either I need a higher grade file.
Yes. You would need a tool specifically meant for
I need a
filing,
different tool of approach.
Or you would need, some exceptional blade.
couldn't we technically just run across the ruin? Technically, that would
No, magic spells are fucking real particular about this stuff, right? It's not just like, oh, do you have wood? Like, no, it has to be burnt. It has to be struck by lightning. It has to be water. It has to be water, blessed by a moon singer. It can't be blessed by a sun singer. Can't you know?
Is there a sun singer?
Out of character, you at least know of one really, really, really high quality weapon, and it's wielded by Raya.
Oh right.
Where's Laya? Laya!
Speaking of which,
no, my giant. Wait, what about your giant ass glaive?
Your glaive is exceptional, Matt. Laya, you are led.
I actually feel like that would have been. I feel like that almost would have actually been my first impulse because it's right there.
Yeah.
You want to grab it and go ham?
Krishna, I'm gonna need you to just.
I just toss
glaive
you
down,
the blade.
blade up. Okay. I feel like I have this glaive, like I have like the grip, like right above, like where the palm, where the guard would be, almost like under my arm, like it's a broom, and then the dagger ready to like this is the most this is a man who knows how to peel potatoes, but for whatever reason has a glaive and a knife.
Go ahead and give me a move action, easy, using your story die.
Okay, thank you, because that's always the big one for me. It's always what the die I need to use. Okay, that's a 1. I think because we still have that banner in place.
Yes. And it is going. The ship is going to shift.
This is last session all over again. Stop making me roll story die.
Eventually, it will blow up. As it does. Unfortunately, you're not. Any dust you are getting off of here is being lost to the wind. I am going to lower. I am going to lower the resolve of the banner by 5. For the ship is out of control, as you all have a plan to work towards it.
Krishna, help me, assist me.
What do you want me to...
Okay, take the dagger, grind it against your glaive. I will hold it with both hands and form a sturdier base.
Okay, fine. Fuck. Chris, what are you, my mother?
No, I'm your daddy.
At that line, I'm your daddy. Laya, you are led upstairs onto the deck. You see everything transpiring. You see 4 sailors around the mast, all just working together, trying to hold this thing steady. Broken runes and... Sorry, go ahead.
I think I see all of this. I reach down and I touch Hope's shoes to light them up as well, and I just grab her hand and start walking over to EC.
Alright, do you guys want to do anything up here before I swap scenes?
I just like, alright, so what's going on, EC? And I'm ignoring...
We're trying to grind this knife into powder so we can use it to fix the ship.
Again, I don't know if it's gonna work.
Do you have better alternatives?
The shipwright is gonna go silent.
And Krista start talking to the child suckers?
Yeah.
Like,
they are pacing, hands on their forehead.
Oh yeah, actually, wait. No, I had a line for this, real quick. So, come here often?
Me?
That's the Laris. I believe Laris is a lady Pelori.
Yeah. She's gonna say, I've been staked out in Farport, for the last week.
Man, I don't fit sarcasm in the Twin Winds.
Krishna, you said you wanted to talk to them. You are totally able to.
Try to get them on our side, or at least try to convert one of them. Like, listen, what are you trying to do here? Like, are you trying to go against the High Judge?
Grind woman.
Oh wait, are we still near the shipwright?
Say that again, Hope.
Deck. Me and you are by.
Yeah, you're on deck.
Okay, so can we see that shipwright that's like, I don't know if we can fix this?
Yeah, Agnes is there.
Agnes is there? Okay.
Or, Angie, I'm sorry, Angie.
Angie, okay. I want to tell them I believe in you, okay? I know it's not a perfect situation, but we need you to come through. And I'm going to offer an inspire boon to her.
Okay. Even though I designed that talent,
You can look. It's on my sheet.
let me double check just so she knows what I can do with it? Question mark. Let's see. Offer boon, inspire. Creature reduce the resolve of the banner. Ooh, they roll your passion die to reduce the resolve by an additional amount. She's going to nod and say, yeah, but do know that if everything doesn't go perfectly, this could make things way worse.
I mean, you were dead either way, so, like, what's the problem trying?
Yeah, we have nothing to lose.
Besides our characters.
Well, yeah, but even if she isn't successful, like, we're gonna crash and die. So.
All right.
I'm just hoping Easy will break my fall. No offense, Easy.
You know I would.
Krishna, as you are grinding this dagger, you ask them if they're against the High Judge.
Yes.
They're going to say, our tribe currently sits on Anga Yanori. We have to account for all of Twin Winds. Garrus shakes his head and says, if we could just leave the Alliance, that would be our choice, but that's not the world we live in.
Why not?
Well,
why not? Have you fought the Second Legion? Or the Second Regiment?
No, like, why don't you move? Leave.
Listen, we're going after the High Judge.
It's not like they can track you.
We can help with your goal.
I mean, that's also
Just need to help us as well. And right now, that's trying to get this fucking ship to not fucking crash.
Blade on blade, woman!
Yeah, that's why you're grinding.
Yeah. And I would say Krishna's grinding. I will make you roll a story check soon, Krishna, but for right now you're fine.
Okay.
Or well, you rolled it already, so I will contest that.
Can I help Krishna with the help action?
Yes. You want to give her push?
Yeah.
Or you can give push isn't gonna help her right now.
Okay.
But you can give her a trait from an ability you have.
Okay.
And if you give her bless, she would get +1.
Okay.
Can
I can
ask
definitely
a question as well?
Say that again.
Can I ask a question as well?
Yes, I'm gonna respond first to you, and then I'm gonna tell Matt the results of his roll. I'm gonna respond to you, and then yes.
Help with Matt's roll.
Oh, yeah. You want to help with Matt's roll? Yeah. What do you want to do?
Yeah. Well, I was just talking to them about moving, and I just want to, because there's a thing you can do with the clash action that doesn't require the dangerous trait, which is just weighing down a creature's neck checks by 1d4, and I'm assuming this is a contested check, so I would like to do that.
Against the dagger?
I'm not stabbing anybody, I'm just, why don't they just fucking move, or leave?
Against the
Okay.
people.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a clash action against the Shadow Stealers, and oof, they just blew up.
I wish I knew what that was like.
Yeah. You're gonna have to beat a 20.
Believe
What
it or
the
not, I
fuck?
did not. I did not.
They really attacked their health.
It's
They-
just a...
They are going to respond with, the 2nd Regiment sits on the border to hunt turncoats, to hunt refugees that flee. Why don't we run? Because everybody else has, and it's our turn to bear the responsibility of leading.
But why don't you fight?
Wait,
What
not only that,
the
you
hell,
just
sir? What
need-
the bridge do you think we're doing here?
I don't know. What's like terrorism?
No. Why don't you fight them?
Well, I mean, not even that, but don't you have ways to just like jump on a ship and if you sail the ship, like you're on an airship right now, you just captured it. Why wouldn't you fly away?
That's a
Our
good party,
city
but
is
demons
landlocked.
fly.
Our region is landlocked. Twin Winds is
Well,
landlocked.
all of you right now just did it.
We don't have a standing army. There are about a dozen of us here.
We have the ability of getting that. Krishna's going to say that.
You have the ability to fight
Yes.
the Crimson
Yeah.
Crusade.
Yes.
We did wipe out one of their attack forces already, and that was just us fucks.
Yeah.
Laris is gonna look over, and
Think about why you're on this boat. Think about exactly why you're on this boat.
There is a moment as they are trading expressions, and she's gonna say, well, actually, hold on.
Help us by helping you. We share a same goal.
They are on the edge.
Lori?
As Laris is gonna say, when the situation started getting dire, we sent people into every corner of Red Axe. It's not going to go the way you think. We'd love to join if there was something to join.
Oh, so
Okay, so let me
think we think it'll go? Thank you, Daniel.
Listen, I don't give a what you think right now. We're trying to fucking save our asses, save our fucking nation, and you just want to sit here with your thumb up your ass?
Krishna, this is the aggression thing.
Actually, Krishna, give me a reason check. You are gonna have to roll against them, and you do have.
That'd be
It
contest.
has a +1.
Yeah, you have -2 to the roll,
Okay.
and +1, so you have -1, and you're trying to beat a 4.
And that's what my
Wait, move check. Why is
passion
it
or instinct.
Yeah, why is it -2?
Well, which dice am I rolling?
reasoning a
-2.
move check?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't give you the banner I elected not to make. Gave you guys minuses to result. You have no minus to this. You have +1.
Okay, so I just
And
roll
your grinding the dagger no longer has a +1, but that's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
And Krishna, you are successfully getting dust off of this dagger, by the way.
But what dice is that I'm rolling?
You're rolling a story die for a reason. Oh, you Matt!
Oh wow,
plus
that +1
one.
mattered.
And it is going to go in your favor. And again, you said it doesn't matter. You're doing
Nothing.
You're
Please
doing nothing, and
And this is counterintuitive to what you say you're doing.
the you are going to beat the Perfect Spies banner, convince the Pelori to join the coalition. The Pelori have essential information they withhold from the party, as Laris is going to.
So I just convinced the Pelori to join us.
Let me finish.
Okay, sorry.
Laris is going to raise her eyes and just squint, just bringing her, like, close her eyes and just bring her eyebrows down in kind of like that way of someone is not getting it. And Garrus is going to say, what the hell, we might even die anyways. We've got spies close to every regional leader. Barbador is not helping anyone. They're closing their doors, and everyone else is on their own. We're not doing nothing. We're the only ones trying to do something for everyone else.
Well, your something is bringing Farport to heel.
Without Barbador, who can fight?
Look. We fixed this airship, you get me to the goddamn dwarves and I'll get you Barbador.
Laris is gonna say, are we doing this? Are we really helping them? Garrus is gonna say, I don't care anymore. We get our people off this ship, and we'll figure out the next step.
Well, I'll just put it out there. The people who are going to be fighting is more than just Barbador. Yeah, the people are very aggressive, but the judge is currently being hunted by the Lone Siren, so he's kind of out of the picture because he has to deal with that, which I'm not sure you knew. We have spies and information everywhere, just like you guys do. Love to add you to that collection. The whole thing going on with the gods isn't going to stop because Barbador's doors are closed. This war is happening, no matter what. Your idea to even kidnap Hope, while I love the plan, she's not that important. She doesn't know what's going on. And she's in a part of this war effort in the same way that a piece of clothing is, meaning she's here, it's helpful, not really the contributor.
Taylor,
it looks pretty.
I'm going to give you a rare, just very rare moment. You can fill your help track. If Hope is unable to accurately explain the danger she's been in.
She is able to or unable to?
If she is unable to.
Oh, Hope has not felt like she's in danger at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't entirely know if Hope feels like she's been tried.
The only time, Hope. The only time Hope felt like she personally was in danger was fighting the assassin guy back on the Ruby Line ship.
Yeah, so Hope's been on a weird pleasure cruise,
Does
but a pleasure
Hope want
cruise
to say
nonetheless.
Because I'm saying, if you express that, I will fill your help track.
I'll say okay. Okay. Hope will look and be like, "Oh, there's been danger around? I thought we were just going around and meeting people."
Just the most angry and exasperated look of just like hands pointing up at the larger woman.
Easy's borderline cackling. Like,
I mean, there was that time that Krishna went for a dive, but I mean, she was fine. There was a weird ghost lady we met, but she was fine too.
No,
yeah, thanks for reminding me about the high judge.
Not only that, but you assume that she's important to Raster, who doesn't know what's going on. She and Raster, I think, met once.
Multiple times.
And I was gonna say, I'm not even sure she's super important to the actual lady doing a lot of this stuff.
None of us.
It was, man, you guys are great spies, not great data aggregators.
And Garrus is gonna say, hey, I'll concede that. I'm a hunter. I gather meat.
Fair
for the
enough.
tribe.
Hey, so actually,
Ooh,
you know what? Is this enough dust? Do we have enough dust?
The Angie is going to say, yeah, this should probably be enough.
Okay. Well, you start on that.
Hope
Easy.
you can reduce the quality of the dagger from exceptional to good.
Okay. Oh.
Hey, so guys, I know this is absolutely unimportant to everything, but you know, when we have a moment, you guys have information about like the whole region and the shenanigans going on. Do you know anything about a teenage girl blowing shit up?
You're talking about, and yeah, Garrus will try and help in any way that you guys need up here.
Yeah, actually,
as you
quick
guys
pivot.
are trying
Laya,
to
you
stabilize
probably
this.
need to help Angie because I know magic, you do magic.
So here's the thing. Laya has a Peldeth, theoretically, in theoretical Rhycraft. Are these runes Rhycraft?
No.
Well, there's some type of craft.
Well, actually, I've been wanting to cut away for a while. So I am going to cut away as
How
as
convenient.
as Laris is going to, or Garrus is going to tell Laris, go downstairs, tell him to release the prisoners. We work to save the ship. We'll land it. We go our separate ways. She's going to say, yes, sir. And we cut to downstairs. There is a bird in this lounge, Ignis. That it is a water phoenix. It looks a little concerned before suddenly it spreads its wings and an entire ass door sprouts from it from growing vines weaving around it. And opening the door, a Birch walks through. Birch, you are holding the Ashfang ingot. You are on some sort of much bigger ship. You are in a very fancy lounge, and there are a ton of people who all look scared that are looking towards you.
I just want to put a picture in everyone's mind.
No, this is downstairs in the lounge.
Oh, okay.
I would put this picture in everyone's mind. I filled my necromancy track. She has like 3 fingers gone.
What the fuck?
Like I mean, there's no blood. She's a tree. But like,
no, but still.
So you see, like she's like holding this ingot, ingot with like sap pouring from her hand, like with this like demon ingot, and she's just like looking around, like she has to like move her like antler things to like try to get through the door awkwardly. She just like looks around, makes eye contact with Ignis. Oh, hey!
Hey! He notices you're missing fingers. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. And she's gonna just walk in super casually.
I'm gonna look at Kaya like, when did you eat a tree?
Kaya's not up there
She's
with
not
you.
on
She's
deck. She's
sitting
in the-
in the lounge. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in the lounge.
I guess we're out of launch now. I'm sorry.
Is the ingot visible?
Kaya's
on
been big chillin'. She's the only one that embraced the pleasure cruise.
Yeah. Birch is holding the ingot, I believe.
Right. All right.
Yes.
That ingot you're holding, what is it?
That's a good question. Some curse shit.
Well,
one of the sailors is going to look over and say, "That's Ashvane, made from demon's blood."
isn't that one of the things that the whatever her name was said they needed? Or am I confused there?
No. You are not confused. That is one of the things she said she needed. And with your exceptional role for how to fly you want to work on the Sunstream intro classes, you are aware that this is a functional substitute for Diamond Dust.
Hey, so we need to get this thing down to the
upstairs.
We need to get this thing up to the what were they called? The command runes.
Bridge.
I feel like they weren't called command runes, but they were runes of something.
I feel like that's in character.
That is.
Oh.
No, that fully is.
Yeah.
This is also me just not memorizing all of the info that I'm getting.
Yeah, that's fair. It's a lot.
Yeah.
However, Ignis is just focused on other things.
Yeah. I think she's like, oh, I'm good at runes. Okay. He walks out. She just leaves.
Well, you don't exactly know where those are, but I could take you to them.
Oh, okay, that works too.
Yeah, I'd really appreciate going with you here.
There's one person watching you, or there are two people watching you down here. Tana and this Pelori Shadow Stealer has never been named. And Tana's gonna say, I don't want to be at the bottom of the ship when it crashes. You're in charge. Watch the prisoners. Come on, let's go to the top deck. Drell. Drell's gonna say, what? She's gonna say, you're the newest.
I love the chain of command. It's so funny.
They are not a military structure. It is seniority. At which point, there was one thing I wanted to do down here. As you start following them upstairs, the Tana, the lady who is leading you, is going to say she didn't seem too confident about the solution they found. Birch, you can feel this whole ship is swaying side to side as you are walking on it. It is fortuitous that you showed up, or just a fun new experience. I think that's for you to decide.
We all know what I decide.
Yeah. As you walk by the windows on the floor above, you are not on a ship that is swaying in the ocean. You are sky high. You have descended through the clouds. You can see as the ship sways, the ground is coming closer. Your descent down isn't your problem. The problem that you are tilted down and you are not slowing down is the problem.
Oh, she says completely smile still on her face. Okay. Let's hurry. She was being very casual about this whole thing. And she's still like fairly casual, but she puts a little bit more pep in her step. Just a little.
Yeah. Tana is going to say, I cannot stress enough. Don't ever try and help people. This was a fuck plan from the start. And as you are walking, Laris is going to come downstairs and say, we're helping the terrorists. Tana's, what? I'm just going to say, where's Drell? I left him downstairs. Anyways, who are they? You weren't looking at Birch.
So they kind of just got here through a door?
Mm-hmm.
There's a door off the ship?
There was.
And
it's just as confusing.
That's the
for
last
us
thing
too.
I wanted to handle in the lounge was it only lasts for a short duration. The door does start wilting by the time you leave. As somebody runs to it, opens it, and closes. Unfortunately, on this side, it doesn't open without the command phrase.
Yep.
That said, I don't know if you know how to get home.
No, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Laris is gonna say, okay, well, the shipwright's gonna try and fix the runes if she doesn't blow it up. And Tana's gonna say, she has a fancy demon bar thing. Oh, well, stop talking to me. Go. I'll go handle Drill. Yes, ma'am. And she's going to run upstairs.
Do we all see?
Yeah. I'm gonna unite the party, and then we'll decide who's going where. So we have everybody is on deck as Ignis, Tana, and what? a literal tree lady, a literal mangled tree lady, holding your ash vein ingot.
Most important
steps
thing
onto
I
deck.
ask.
Say that again.
I said most important thing I wanted to ask was if we knew that it was ours.
Even if you don't know it's yours, you feel Kreldis's presence when the ash vein is brought above deck.
Enough of an assumption.
So we all turn and see the tree lady.
You do.
Yeah.
Breathe, Bert, you're still around.
Wait, you know this woman?
Yeah, it's the way bag.
Oh my!
I
thought you were dead.
I thought you were dead. With the cannibals and the ooze.
Oh, good time.
What the fuck?
Okay, I don't want to know. Why are you holding our stuff?
Oh, I found it on a boat.
Yeah, that's our boat.
How
Can
did
you give that back over here, please?
Yeah, she hands it over. It is covered in sticky tree sap.
Sticky? Okay.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, are you sure you don't leave that
You
all fixed
can't
up?
hand it over.
I cannot.
I
cannot. I
go
remembered.
to let go of it, and you feel a incredible amount of desperation to cling to it.
First time?
You know, I would love to, but I can't.
Emmy, I've had a lot of experience of breaking this before.
No, you
Can I just
totally
see that
know
real
what's
quick?
going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll make you. I don't think I'll make you roll for it. I will
think-
let you
but
roll to see if you get a great success, and I will contest you, but just mostly a. Oh God, I rolled a 1 because you know exactly what you're
my
doing.
expertise? What is this with?
It's going to be a story check, using your story die.
It
Oh
is-
God!
My God.
Yeah, you know.
What in...
You can't
Wait a second,
get
I want
rid
to see what I
of-
roll for the D12.
Yeah.
11. Okay, so
A 21
So
to a
close.
1. That's the greatest success that we've
Dude.
ever seen.
That's just
21. Laya, you cannot get rid of Kreldis's essence out of this ingot, but you know exactly how to remove it from people as you've been studying. It doesn't take you long of just a tiny little yank, pull, tug, and detangling a few strings, and and Birch's soul is free. Birch, you are free to let go of it if you so desire.
I assume I need to mark my shatter track, yes? For that one.
I think Laya does use magic to do this.
what you see, like what Laya does is like from like the little dagger, she pulls out like this thin bit of wisp that refines it into a needle. Like takes your hand and you feel it prick your soul and not your body, as she untangles it with this little needle, and then takes that from you and puts it in a pocket.
As you do that, you see her hair, her like golden leaf hair, it flashes blue. Just for a moment.
It is worth noting. We are on scene 3, and the crash of the sunstream is at 60 resolve.
Got it. I thank you. Lovely. Really thought I was gonna have to argue with you about this. Appreciate it.
No.
Hey, Hope.
Mhm.
She mentioned the ship.
Yep.
We
I don't
have
know how
a
she got
flying
it.
animal with a space that can fit everybody in it.
Yep.
Would you like to go get that just in case whatever rune thing goes down here doesn't work?
That's probably a good idea. Also, I want to offer to heal your hand, Birch.
Don't worry about it. I'll be fine.
Oh,
Very passive.
Birch, you're still weird.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go call for Kaya.
All right. So, the shipwright is gonna say, we just need something to put the rune on. It's gonna try and scribe it right here. Could, if we could just hammer a piece of board in place. I'm gonna take this in her hand. She has the handful of okium, and I'm gonna go activate the backup matrices.
Do we have hammers? Do we have boards?
You have a hammer.
The lot of you can work to get things in place. Garrus is working with the sailors to hold the mass up. That job becomes infinitely easier if the other runes turn off. Because like I said, the front of the ship is still being steered without the back of the ship working in coordination with it.
I could turn them off pretty easily, actually.
Sure. Go help her.
Yeah, try it.
She'll walk over and kind of still bleeding hand. We'll kind of be like, so you need me to turn these off? Kind of pointing to some of the runes.
I think Easy's the one who magically knows what's going on.
It's true, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Do you yell yes?
Easy, you bastard!
Or
what's going on?
Yeah. Well, so you know me. I kind of exploded some stuff.
Of course, always.
And that busted, and Easy's gonna like get in there to like point around. It busted some of the magical relays, so the connection isn't good. So at least as a temporary measure, if we could shut off the two active relays, then at the very least, we're not gonna like spin and rock.
Understood. And she literally just, you see, she kind of like takes some of the sap from her other hand, and she puts it like on both of her hands, and she's gonna touch the two runes, and she's gonna use spell thief tactics to steal the magic from it.
Okay. You can steal the magic from the first one. And I will say you are going to get a mark on your shatter track. I don't think this is anything you have to roll for.
Yeah.
And as you take the magic, you are spell charged. You do need to discharge that first before you can gain it again.
Let me read things, because I don't know how things work. I mean, could I add the quick attribute to doing another spell charge?
Yeah, sure.
So I just do it again, but I'm faster with it this time.
Yeah, you
using
begin
the magic.
to you describe how that looks to us.
Yeah, like as she like smears her sap on both of her hands, what's left of her other hand. Anyways, she kind of like smears it up the runes, and as she does so, you see almost like phantom limbs, like ghostly, like sharp limbs, like her own fingers, just reach out and they start scratching at the like physical essence of the runes, and they just shut down. And the ghostly hands just disappear.
Okay, and you run to the next one and you siphon the energy from it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Same thing. You take the arcane trait from this, just pulling that energy out of the runes, and you become spell charged again, and you gain another mark on your shatter track.
Yep, this is the build, guys.
Real close to transforming.
Yeah, her hair is glowing, very, very blue. It's very she does.
Yeah, it's a weird tree.
Is there any reason why you're so bright?
Oh, that's the Phantom Veil. Don't worry about it.
Okay, great. Nothing I've heard of.
Hope, I won't make you roll for anything. You can roll for extra information. The Phantom Veil is totally something to worry about.
Hope isn't worried.
All right, Matt, give me a story die that I needed earlier. What's up, Aloe?
I was gonna ask, is the Phantom Veil some sort of thing that I would know about, considering how necromancy filled I am?
Sure. You can give me a recall check.
Is it?
I think I'd adjust the. Go ahead.
Is it technically a form of Frightcraft?
Yeah, I would say nature so.
Then I don't need to roll because I automatically know.
Yeah, the Phantom Veil is kind of like almost what was happened to the Darkened Veil. It is a sort of magic that kind of perverts the natural energy of a land. And it is a mirror of the pleasant life that most people enjoy. Things slip into a ghostly essence, and where I think life naturally seeks to grow, in the Phantom Veil, it seeks to spread, and most things kind of enter a forever stasis there. It is sort of like a it is sort of like an afterlife being pushed over. It is a sort of like an afterlife being pushed over reality.
That's very interesting. May I look at your Soul Eater?
Sure.
Matt, did you give me that expertise die?
Yeah,
Oh yes, you rolled a 10. That is great.
I rolled 9 + 1, so I didn't explode. Damn.
No, that's perfectly fine. So, Matt, you reduced the powder keg banner down to 10 resolve. And currently Gone to Shit is at 5 resolve. With one more Shadow Stealer to befriend. Birch, it's gonna take me a second to just remember you're a player, or you're a character.
No, you're fine.
Resolve the ship is out of control banner. As you turn off these runes, the pilot is going to be able to get the ship to stop spiraling. As she yells, "I'm gonna try and aim us somewhere soft."
Okay.
Okay. She is able to control the ship, although it is still descending. All right. Let's see.
We're following with style. Got it.
Yeah, I think you are. All right, so it's going to be on this lady, Angie. She will go to the second
Did I have to
deck.
make a check to properly put like a board in place or whatever for her?
No.
I don't think I will make you roll one unless you can think of something Easy would do differently that you want to do from Easy's perspective.
No, I mean, it's a pretty straightforward task.
Yeah.
You also need my passion check for the Inspire? Or the passion roll for the Inspire, actually.
She does have the Inspire trait.
Yes.
which that is going to come in handy. Yeah, go ahead and roll your story die, and I believe it's is it a flat amount plus your story die?
It specifies passion.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead and do your passion.
This is resolved. It's going to be a 12.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Did you roll a flat 12? Or is just
I have a plus 1. I have a plus 1.
It is worth noting, everybody should have at least 2 boxes ticked on your help track currently, as you guys are kicking butt. Were you trying to help Hope?
I was gonna help. I know magic. I'm not great at it. That's why I did a whole bunch of Rycraft. But I would like to help the lady because she is our ally in this moment of not crashing the ship.
Yeah, she rolled a 4 and she has to beat a 6.
Okay, well, I'll give her some drag.
Is there anything you can do to give her a trait that you have a bonus to?
I have bonuses to the arcane trait, which I feel like this is that I can give her. If you allow me to give her that.
Yeah, it will take a action, or not an action. It will take a tick of your help track. And Laya, as you are following her, and she goes to the second floor. She goes back into the crew's cabin, and she begins messing with some of these magical artifacts secured to the walls before she holds the dust underneath one, puts her hand on the crystal sphere, chants a word, and there the dust is going to start sparking in her hand. Just it is going to explode, and you have the chance to siphon the extra arcane energy. I think that's the shape I'm going to take with your help action.
Okay.
Laya, go ahead and roll me a d20.
A d20. 3.
Beautiful. Laya, you as the okium starts sparking, like she said, this is essentially using the equivalent to like uranium, when all you needed was like a lithium battery or something.
Love that.
It is so much extra, so much over the top. It destabilizes the magic, and as before the process fails, you are able to pull all of this to yourself in some sort of just reflexive way, and it is going to burst out from there. You and her both take 1 minor injury. Otherwise, you manage to dissipate it with no other major infractions.
Not that it's super important, but would that fill my necromancy track as I just get a burst of overwhelming magic?
That was a chaotic manifestation.
Fair enough. Had to ask.
Yeah.
Are we still crashing?
I'll let you fill 2 tracks on your necromancy track.
Fun.
Crash.
Are you still going to crash? Everybody on the top deck, you see what looks like tiny white flames spark to life, burning in the wood of the ship, across the mast, across the ground, across the deck. These lines start to trace over patterns that already exist and over patterns that are not there. leaving a faint glowing white trail behind him. She has restored the ship's balancing rooms.
Awesome.
And she's going to blink below deck with Laya and say, "We're alive? Oh god, I thought we were gonna die."
We're just slightly singed. I told you it was fine. We were going to die anyways. And I just like start like pulling her up to the ship, to the top of it. It's like, all right, crisis averted.
All right, you guys defeat another banner, with one left to go. Gone to shit. At which point I think, like, as the ship stabilizes, the pilot is able to get control of it. All the runes repower themselves. The gust of winds start synchronizing, shooting into the sails. The pilot is gonna say, "Get those sails back fastened!" And the Pelori are going to help, as most of these sailors have to keep the mass in place.
Yeah, oh. No, I was about to say, for the mast, could I still have spell charged, could I use spell charged and a use of my Dryad's Path to use vines to keep the mast up?
Oh, I love that. Give me a Triad action. I'm going to contest you on a balance tier. I still have push 1 to my rolls, and you're trying to beat an 8.
Sorry. Work with.
No, you're fine.
Try it. Use your story die for this.
My story die. I'm good at those.
You're not gonna beat that 8, but I am still gonna give you a partial success in so much as you can't totally hold this thing up in place by yourself. But if you just overcharge these vines, you can take the place of 2 of the sailors, freeing up more people to steer the ship.
I will take
the pilot. Some of the crew is going to come back on board. The real captain emerging. He's going to look at Garrus and say, "You almost destroyed my ship." The pilot is going to scream, "Hey, I'll land us in a forest and we'll be on our way."
Before that, hey, you, Easy. Your friend, if they want to come, she looks kind of busy. We need to have a discussion.
Birch, you good? Can you come?
The vines will hold without you.
Yeah, I can come. I don't need to focus on it.
Alright. I assume Garrus is the Shadow Sealer that's in charge, from what I understand.
That's what everybody's been saying.
Laris was.
Laris is his sister.
Oh.
She's the number 2. It is really a case of who's the boss.
Got it.
I'm going with Laris.
I parsed that it was Garrus. I'm going to go with Garrus. It's just like, all right.
Just to make sure they're both on our side, correct?
They haven't officially said yes.
Said anything yet.
They have expressed they want what you guys want. And they would kill to get it, but they don't think it's possible. So to answer your question, yes, they're on your side, but it is unstated.
Yeah,
well,
I think
at least do gone to shit banners. Just have to figure out which one's still.
No, it's okay. For now, let's all have a discussion in a room and be fucking calm for once. Is that something we all find amenable?
You're asking Garrus this?
Yes.
Garrus is gonna say, yeah. If you guys are really going against the Crimson Crusade, there's some things you should know.
That's lovely, and then there's some things that you should know, because I might be able to help with getting your family out, if that's really a thing for you.
Garrus will cross his arms. The captain, Neverin, is gonna say, we'll use my cabin.
Was planning on it, thank you. Kids, I look at both Hope and Krishna. You coming?
Yeah, I'll follow.
Yes, I guess.
Alright.
I'm giving a little skip in my step because I'm happy the ship isn't crashing anymore.
Is the calm conversation open to one of the Pelori? Me specifically. I'd really like a calm conversation right now.
Who are you?
Yeah.
No, that's Ignis.
Oh.
He's really cool.
Sorry, who on the bridge are you?
Thanks, Birch. I'm Ignis. Yeah. I'm one of the Pelori that were helping helping work with the ship.
You were with them,
You-
okay.
You work with Amiris.
Kinda. I'm a little new to this. I just joined this group for, well, something new, and
Captain
there was a
Neverin
lot of information.
will speak up and say, he's a good kid, does magic tricks for the crew, helps defend us when needed, good with fire magic. We picked him up in near Farport.
The most important thing to me right now is his affiliation. Is he an employee of Amiris?
A Marissa? Yes.
Marissa, yeah, my bad. Okay, yes, you may come. We do need a representative representing her interest, and it looks like it's you, Betty.
I guess.
Congratulations on the promotion.
Awesome.
Now, so time to nut up or shut up.
You all step into the captain's quarters. And are you saying something, Laya?
Yeah, we all step into the captain. It's just like, all right, hi. Let's get basic introductions. My name is Laya. I leave it to the rest of the people.
I am Hope.
Krishna.
Garrus, Captain Neverin.
Easy.
Hi, I'm Birch.
That's Birch.
Yeah, so what was that about?
I thought you were Oak.
Pronounce that R really carefully. And always
Okay,
the R,
and,
okay,
Don't worry, I will always pronounce Birch with a hard R.
Thank you.
0 out of 10.
And you, Fire Mage?
Ignis?
All right, great. Now, let's talk about the issues you personally have. God, I just said your name, not Ignis.
Garrus.
Garrus.
He's
You are worried about your family.
he's going to speak up and say it's worse than that. All of the Twin Winds is about to become a battleground. Not just my family, but neighbors, Yondars that we've been sisters with for hundreds of years.
Okay. Here's the thing. I can help a great deal. Like I said, I have spies everywhere, and I wasn't lying, even if maybe the rest of the party isn't aware of this. But I do have allies everywhere. If things pop up, and they will, you guys will be marched to the front lines, right? Or are they killing you specifically?
You're asking Garrus?
Yes.
He's gonna say, I should explain the situation for you. Barbador is a fortress. Everything we can tell about the clans, everything that we know, if conflict breaks out, they're sticking to their god's guidance over anything with the Alliance. They're closing the doors and protecting that Earthfire. Nothing in, nothing out. It's the most defensible place in the whole peninsula. The rest of us will be fighting on our own. There's a whole army of Wanderkin on one side of Twin Winds, and the 2nd Regiment's on the other side. Guess who's on the middle?
You.
Twin Winds.
He's gonna nod.
So that's what I'm asking. Is your tribe going to be conscripted to the others?
He's going to say, if not conscripted, blown away when 2 hurricanes clash.
Yeah, I was gonna say this whole open conflict thing kind of makes soldiers out of everybody, even if a side isn't formally picked.
Yes, I'm aware. So here's what I will say. I can help you and get people to help you sneak out those you wish. If the city itself is in trouble, which it likely will be, there's still options for you to escape. The people you care about, your sister Yondar's, it might be difficult, and we can work out the details, but you're going to have to follow me and trust me and see that I am trying to help you.
Garrus
My friends
is
here.
Garrus is going to nod, and he is going to speak up and say, we know the Gore Chanter leading the 2nd Regiment. She's broken off. And her and her legions are headed to her and her legions are headed down to Cliff's Edge. By the 16th, Cliff's Edge is going to fall, and from Cliff's Edge, Farport's going to be attacked on 2 fronts. What we were trying to do is stop a war that's already lost.
Okay. I understand that. As far as it goes with Barbador, my friend Easy here, and maybe he can go into greater detail with it, has relations with Barbador. And is believing that he can convince them to not stay idle in this fight. Farport is not by itself, and a Marissa, who we now have the representative. Thank you, Ignis.
Oh, yep.
He's gonna make one last recall check to give you guys some information. Oh my gosh, he just blows up on it. So it's gonna be a 12, and he's gonna say, final bit, I think, to keep you updated on, so that we're all communicating with the same information available to us. Out of the 5 clans, there was only one willing to head out, or to leave Barbador and fight in open fields. However, their leader, Gratis, was snatched on some nightly route. Last we heard, he's being flayed to death in
Gratis was
Crimson
my
Keep.
guy, right?
Gratis was your guy.
I thought Gratis was my guy.
Rip.
He's being
Yeah,
played
no,
to
I
death.
already knew that he got because he's
No,
the
Hope
reason
won't say
that he's the reason we ran into that very nice messenger lady.
Sorry, but where is he being flayed?
He's gonna say Crimson Keep. From what I hear, the consummate's overseeing it herself.
I mean, I don't want to be callous, but given everything happening right now, we do not have the time nor the resources to engineer a rescue mission.
I wasn't saying that. I just wanted to make sure all information was available. That's
You
fine.
see the hand we're playing with. We made the decisions we did with it.
Yeah, and this is why I'm trying to be open.
We also
about
know that the Crimson Keep is forming a strike camp outside of Southcrest.
Yes, which we have people who are going to interrupt that.
At least their supply lines.
At least their supply lines. Secondarily, a Marissa has been agreed to work for us to feed us information about continual movements. As far as it's concerned, the Kelkan have already put forward that they would join us once a formal attack is planned. On top of that, the city is not just Farport itself. We have another one alongside of us. What we need from you is you're very good, very clearly good at infiltrating. You have very interesting magic. I know people, and it's been a secret, that I have been continuously adding more spies to our ranks over the course of time. I'll say it like that. I have people that could use your talents and help you effectively fight against this. And I would be willing, because of your effectiveness, to include you in this and help you in the ways that you want, which is, from what I understand, to save your family and your sister Yandar's. The fight is not going to be on the open field. The fight has going to be in the shadows.
I mean, it's going to be both. The
gonna be
point
both,
is
that's not where it's
that
gonna
you
land.
have your effective area, we have ours.
Exactly. As far as it goes with getting your people out of the way of fights that they cannot win and will only be hurt by, I will help you on this. Can I get your help on with the whole shadow part?
He's gonna nod and say, if we can get those who can't fight and those who are vulnerable out of Twin Winds and someplace safer, he's gonna nod and say,
Is there a place to land a ship?
I'll commit all 100 of my hunters.
Beautiful. Would they be willing to listen to me?
He's going to shake his head and say, we only listen to those in the Yandar who have voice. But we'll work together.
Will they listen to you?
He nods and says, and if not me, Laris.
All right. I'm going to have both of you follow me once we hit the city of Farport. We have very important business to do.
Also, seriously, what about that teenage girl?
Yeah, he's gonna look at Easy and say, there's one being held prisoner in Barbador. Eyes like midnight, commands incredible arcane powers.
Those stupid ass dwarves are about to learn that their fortress is not that infallible.
Huh. He's going to shake his head and say, last I checked, she's there of her own volition.
What? Okay, wait, okay.
Marissa sent the call to arrest her. They did, and she turned herself in. Said she didn't do it, but about 100 people or more saw her break a fifth of
Yeah, I mean that's why I was asking, because like that's okay. Look, because that's what I was hearing the rumors about, and okay, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I know it's a very weird ask, but it was kind of like, hey, there's a teenage girl apparently with the ability to explode islands.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she's friendly.
Well, if A. Marissa put forward to arrest her, and we have A. Marissa's ear, hi, thank you, Ignis. Great job on the promotion.
I'm really trying my best to follow here. I think most of what I got written down will really be helpful. I want to note Ignis has been writing down in his journal.
I will note everything that is spoken about here today will have to be immediately burned from your paper.
Well,
which I assume you're good at.
I mean, I'm good at burning it, but my flames are really good at spouting it.
Captain
just put it in a candle.
Is gonna look to Hope, and say, Marissa's gonna fire me if I bring back her ship like this. Do you think Raster would let us dock in Farport for a few days for repairs?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I can talk to Raster. She finally speaks up.
Yeah, we can convince Raster.
Yeah, that can be solved.
He'll listen to me. I'm very
We
persuasive.
need more explosives.
Jesus Christ, no.
Not on my ship, please.
You just see
After,
Chris
we're docked.
Easy, I swear to all of our deities that I'm going to strangle you if I find another cake on your person.
Hey, don't talk to your father like that.
And what are you, my mother?
Emmy,
Yes.
Emmy.
Yes.
Since we have a moment right now,
Yeah.
could I use my cosmic auger? I don't know, just for fun, like to see if it's wise to trust what I've just learned from these people.
Yeah,
not necessarily the party, but the new people.
Go for it.
me-
So you get to ask a number of questions based on how well you roll.
Okay.
But you always get at least one.
Oh, let's go, dude.
That is 2. What do you want to ask? Oh, okay. So the first one was, is it wise to trust what I have just learned?
Yes. Is it wise to trust what I've just learned?
I'm going to answer this in 2 parts. Actually, if you are paying attention to the conversation, and as you are writing, you are just trying to pay attention and track these paths of fate. As Garrus is talking, yeah, it's promising. He speaks of the girl who has turned herself in the cell, and for the first time, you see and feel these paths branch in ways of possibilities, things that could be both terrible and things that could be very beneficial. It's such a chaotic mess that you can't help but feel omens from it. So promising on the information Garrus has shared about the other troop movements and politics of the region, omen on what he shared about the teenage girl. Do you want another question? Do you have a second?
Yes. Getting a little bit more specific, if I were to stick with the party, would it would I be on the right path to my goal?
Oh, overwhelmingly promising. Probably one of the greatest stories ever you see weaving before you, potentially. And I would say even outside of the Cosmic Augur, Ignis, you're talking to treasoners. That's gotta be fun in its own right.
Well, I don't like the coalition because they've just been draining my tribe. And
the alliance.
The alliance, sorry.
Yeah.
They've just been draining my tribe. And if I could get a perfect golden story to what little of my tribe is left through this, I'm very hopeful about taking this path. So I'd say Ignis he has his mind set on where he wants to go after this.
All right.
Okay. And I think I'll fast forward a little bit through this our last 10 minutes. Go ahead. Do you want to keep saying something?
There's one last thing I want to do, but it would be with Easy alone at some point.
Okay. And I think what would happen is once you guys make these decisions and you assure the Pelori, you're going to work with them and they're going to work with you, their pilot will relinquish the controls and won't land in the forest and let people off the ship. Instead, we'll continue to Farport, and you guys will be there momentarily. You all have a moment to actually get some sleep and actually, chat and enjoy the nicest airship in all of Ilderon, or potentially the nicest. What do you,
I just like that it's the nicest one in all of Ilderon, and I did blow it up partially.
I think it adds to the charm.
Yeah.
I would like to basically pull Easy by himself into my room for a minute. He's like, hey, Easy, can I talk to you for a little bit? Just us. Yeah. Not the kids. All right. I'll take you to my room and I'll sit down.
Oh no, Mom and Dad are getting divorced again.
Okay, it happens.
Again.
Just
on and off again marriage.
Well, Easy, I came into this to mostly move around in the shadows, and I think I did a great job. But I have an issue moving forward. You're an incredibly wanted man.
I am incredibly and only going to get more wanted as we go.
Exactly. Secondarily, the last time anyone who wasn't directly allied with us or employed by Amarissa saw me was plunging into the water with a servant of the consummate and blood. So, I'm gonna need to disappear for a bit because I didn't sign up for all this heat.
That's fair.
But I'm not going to fully back out of this because I made a deal and I keep true to those. And you owe me a communist place to move in with my wife when all this shit gets solved. You do know that, right?
Yeah. No.
So here's
here's
what I'll say. Here's what I'll say. The debt that you owe me, we'll consider that child support.
Oh, come on, child support.
Like I'm paying you child support. I'm forgiving your debt.
Oh, you're forgiving my debt for child support because you're gonna leave me with the kids.
Yes.
I just added a third one and a tree. A tree ant.
One of the kids gotta grow up. I'm sorry. And that's gonna.
I don't know which one it's gonna be. And then I'm gonna add a fourth one.
Okay, let's be clear.
She's got midnight eyes, apparently.
We know which one it's gonna be. It's the only one with any sort of like semblance of hope. It's Hope.
The problem with Hope is that you're absolutely right, but that means that she needs to get her head on a swivel and actually know what's happening.
And you know what? You're such a great parent. You're gonna do great about it. You're really gonna set her on the right track.
You know, maybe that Ignis guy is pretty good.
He wrote
Set
down
stuff on fire.
He wrote down the secrecy plans.
Have you considered that maybe he's a novelist?
That's worse. We don't want written information at this moment in time.
Also, I'm not done. I'm not done living my life to have it biographied.
And give it a week.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna have to have a really long chat with Hope about everything that she's not witnessed while witnessing it.
Yes. Secondarily, I wanted to have this conversation with you because I'm still going to be on your side. I'm just not going to be up in front. So if you ever need to communicate with me, do you remember the tavern that we went to before?
Yeah, because we went. That was like what, session 2 basically of I joined.
We stayed in that area basically the entire time we were in Farport, except for the last day where we stayed in the Alaril's Palace.
But did I actually stay in that tavern?
Yeah, I paid for everyone.
No. I was never in the tavern because when you guys transitioned to Alaril's place, that's when you met me.
You don't. Okay. I remember the name in character, but not out. I'm gonna be so real.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm actually opening up my notes now to find it. I'm pretty sure it's Galina's Night.
It might be.
I thought it was the resort place we stayed at.
It was a fancy place.
No, not the Goblin one. The one that the Silver Sigil operates out of.
Yeah. I have to go open the Roll20 because I know I wrote it down in the Roll20.
Yeah.
That one.
What's that one?
That one.
Oh, that one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been so long since I had my Farport sheet
to connect any of these dots, because I feel like in the circles Easy rolls in, which is magical terrorism.
Yes.
I feel like at some point the cogs are going to start clicking and being like, oh, this is what Laia is.
Yeah, I think if you again, the information on the wiki is free to all players.
The Silver Sigil is a clandestine organization. You don't necessarily just know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also it feels like
most.
I don't know. Honestly, Easy feels like a man who's turned down the invitation.
Yeah, and I would say the Silver Sigil is whispered about in the same way that the Ruby Shadow is, of just there's a secret Illuminati organization working with magic all throughout the world, and it's more so coincidental rumors. I don't know, and people going back and forth on it.
What she'll say to you is, there's a tavern. She'll say the name that I don't remember in real life. What you're going to do is you're going to write a letter. You're going to give the man in the front 3 silver. And what you're going to say is, I have a letter for Alara Watercrest.
You're making fun of him, but I might want to write this down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I actually remember where it's at in my notes. It's called, wait, the DM loading, Galina's Night, Knight.
Galina's Night. All right.
It is on Dog Spring Road.
Okay, wait, hold up.
Mm-hmm.
They named a tavern that they operate out of Galina's Night.
Yes.
Do they even clandestine, right?
No.
I mean, their island is called, their city is called Galina's Mave.
Yeah, no, that's why I was like, are you for real right now?
Look, blame Emmy, not the sigil. All right.
I mean, I guess the best way to hide is in plain sight. Nobody would be that obvious.
You're gonna give them 3 silver, and you're going to send a letter to Alara Watercrest.
Okay.
That's my name.
He's gonna give you a look of like, wait, are you being honest with me right now?
Yeah.
Well, I'd love to reciprocate, but I've actually not lied to you.
No, I didn't think that you did, but I believe in what you're doing. Granted, I'm not a great person. I continually won't be. But it's gonna benefit me quite a bit.
Oh, like I said, we're gonna get you a nice spot. If you get in quick enough, I'll even let you pick it.
It's gotta be by the water. I know I can't
gonna-
swim, but it's
scenic. It's right. It's pretty. It's the aesthetic appeal. I get it. I get it. Oh, you know what? We could gussy it up a bit. We could get you that spot right by where we choked out that werewolf.
That's in Amarissa's town, and I feel like I don't want to talk to her.
That's actually absolutely fair. I can get you a better spot further away.
Thank you. But yeah,
Get you your Barbador. There are goblins up there.
Yeah. Never say that name out loud, ever.
Oh no, I forgot it already.
Beautiful. Don't tell the kids.
Oh no, their mother's name is Laya.
Exactly. And if Krishna ever gets it together, let me know, because I kinda like, you have to write a letter about that.
Okay, so I'm just gonna state that I understand that there's a symbolic like I talk in codes and wink wink nudge nudge 3 silver pieces. I get it. But I really feel like the day I send you that letter, it might just be all gold.
I mean, you can send me money. I'll never refuse.
Well, I'm just saying because it's worth a lot more.
What? Just training?
The day we can say that our girl grew up.
No, you have to do the 3 silver.
Yeah, like I said, I'm mostly making a joke for dramatic or for effect. Like I understand that like codes are codes for reasons.
Okay, beautiful. She
might
tries
slip
so
it in
hard.
the envelope.
She tries so hard, and I respect it so much. And I'm just so curious if it ever works out for her.
They really
Oh,
did
no.
parents.
Oh no.
Yeah. What the hell?
I know. She tries so hard, but she's also so aggressive.
Don't worry, I am also going to.
Do you think this raven-eyed, ball of nature is aggressive and rude? Are all teenager girls aggressive and rude?
I was raised in a hyper-militaristic society where strength is the thing that's valued. So yes.
Great. Fantastic.
Oh, Laya, your princess is here. Or your former princess.
My wife is my princess. I don't give a fuck about anyone else.
That's fair. Oh, thank you. So how about we will end there with the ship docking in Farport. The ship is actually a functioning sea ship, and it can descend safely into the bay, and it is perfectly buoyant. And as the sun starts to rise on the morning of the 13th, you all are back in Farport, and we'll pick up there next session.
God damn it.
And I did resolve Gone to Shit as you guys made peace with Garrus. And so everybody, at least tonight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody should have at least 5 help actions on your help track filled if you didn't spend any
I don't
tonight.
have help tracks, by the way.
Who doesn't?
The
all of us older characters.
Yeah.
No, I
Oh, I have it. It's just hidden in a weird
Oh,
spot.
you have it. I didn't have it.
I don't
Oh,
have.
yeah, Taylor
Wait,
doesn't have it.
Where?
Okay.
I do.
Does
Where
Matt
is
not
it
have it?
used?
My health track was robbed from me.
That being said, I will not be
Was it
coming.
just me?
but Laya's just going to take the guys and basically press gang them to the Silver Sigil a little bit to help them.
Yeah, and I think a send-off for Laya, the Silver Sigil was huge here when the Crimson Crusade started to break out, and they lost a ton of members, nearly like 90% of their agents in the region. And people, the Silver Sigil's more prepared this time as they see the warning signs. And they are doing way more to get their agents out and to operate as kind of outside advisors into the region. So you would have, if you go to the tavern, you have that ability. And of course, they would not want to risk, as presumably the second set of Crimson Crusades are coming. They have learned their lesson.
Yeah, I also think having nigh unstoppable shadow stealing shapeshifters into a clandestine organization, especially their founding members, might be advantageous.
Yeah. And we're going to end the session there, but we still got to answer our questions for the night. And Matt, I want to say, really, really nice tapping into Krishna's anger productively.
How so?
You charged it into like that indignant, like, you know, like the normally it's like indignant, right? You know, it's just like you're just kind of like flailing, but that was like righteous fury, like you know, like
and
get
I
the, you know,
think...
like.
I want it to be known, Krishna has 2 living parents who love her dearly and are both healthy and alive.
Yeah, I know. We literally saved one of them.
And we'll see them next session.
God!
All right.
All right.
We're the adventure mom and dad.
Oh,
did any
Equally
player
as important and amazing.
did any player express emotional vulnerability? I would say yes.
Yeah.
Did any player rush to an act of heroism? I would say yes on that one too.
I think a lot of us rushed to save the ship.
Yeah, Birch.
For sure,
Birch coming
Birch,
through,
yeah.
like,
Birch.
yeah, I could touch the explosive magic rune.
I would argue that the trio, like the info gathering that allowed him to be like, "Hey, Birch, this."
Yeah. Did
I feel
any
like
player
Like a double, it's double.
did any player make an inspiring sacrifice?
I guess
I lost 3 of my fingers.
Yeah, it wasn't very inspiring. It wasn't very inspiring.
I think it's pretty
What's the
inspiring. Yes. It was pretty inspiring if you ask me.
Fair enough.
As you get overly attached to a cursed ingot that makes you overly attached to it. Did any player solve a problem creatively?
I used a tree person to defuse a ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong there.
Basically telling. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Matt.
I was going to say, basically telling our enemies to get off their asses and help.
Yeah.
Also, so I would imagine using the. I would like to shout out Zoe/Birch for the. Ooh, what if I use the magic I siphoned so that this thing stabilized to then grow vines to keep its mast up?
I've made an entire build.
Everybody mark 3 experience tonight. And welcome to the game.
Yay! I get 15,
Jordan and
right?
Zoe, super excited to have you, and I'm going to end the stream.
No, I have 32
Oh,
points.
since Aloe is